For a long time, $1 million was the magic number, the dream, the figure people talked about over Sunday lunch in homes across Australia. Hit that number in your super and retirement was supposed to be sorted. But here in 2026, that dream is starting to break apart. And if you are an Australian aged 40, 50, or even 60 right now, this is worth knowing before you make another money decision. Because the truth is, $1 million in retirement is not what it used to be, not even close. By the end of this video, you will see why. And you will also see the simple steps that actually work. Let's start with a number that should make you stop and think. The Reserve Bank of Australia tracks how prices change over time. Based on its own data, $1 million in the year 2000 has the buying power of close to $2 million today. The Aussie dollar has lost about half its value in just one generation. So when someone retired on $500,000 back in 1995 and lived well, that was the same as having more than $1 million today. And the same shift is still going on right now. Even at a low rate of 3% a year, prices double about every 24 years. So if you're 45 today and plan to retire at 67, the cost of your weekly shop, your power bill, and your private health cover could be close to double what it is now by the time you stop working. Now think about what a good retirement really costs in Australia right now. A group called ASFA tracks this every 3 months. ASFA stands for the Association of Superannuation Funds of Australia. Based on the latest numbers, a couple who owns their home needs about $77,375 a year to live well. A single person who owns their home needs about $54,840. That covers private health cover, the odd meal out, one trip around Australia each year, a new car every 10 years or so. It does not cover business class flights. It does not cover a beach unit on the Gold Coast. It is the real floor for what most Aussies would call a fair retirement. Here is where it gets tough. If you retire at 67 with $1 million in super and you pull out 4% a year, you get $40,000. That is more than $37,000 short of a comfortable life for a couple. You would need the age pension to fill the gap. So your $1 million is not really paying for your retirement. It is just adding to a government payment. The 4% rule has its own problems in Australia. It was built using American market data from the 1990s. Local research here in Australia points to a different number. If your retirement lasts 30 years or more, which is normal now, the safer rate is closer to 3.3% a year. On $1 million, that is just $33,000 a year. So your million now only pays for a basic lifestyle. And it gets worse if the share market drops 20 or 30% in a single year. Pulling money out during a market crash locks in losses that your super may never fully bounce back from. This is called sequence of returns risk, and it is the silent threat that catches most retirees off guard. The first 5 years of retirement matter the most here. A big market drop in those early years can cut the life of your super by 10 years or more, even if the market bounces back later. That is why many smart retirees hold 1 to 3 years of spending money in cash or low-risk options. So when the market drops, they can leave their shares alone and let them recover. There is another layer to think about. Aussies are living longer than ever. A 65-year-old man today is likely to reach 85. A 65-year-old woman is likely to reach 88. But those are just the middle numbers. There is about a 1 in 4 chance that one partner in a couple will live past 95. That means your savings may need to last 30 years with no work income. 30 years of prices going up. 30 years of higher health costs, aged care fees, and bills you cannot plan for. Speaking of health costs, aged care prices in Australia have gone up faster than normal prices for over 10 years. A bond for a nursing home in a big city can be more than $550,000. Home care help from the government is part paid, but families still cover the rest. None of this was a big worry a generation ago, when many people passed away soon after retiring. Today, you might need paid care for 10 years or more. And those bills often hit right when your super is at its weakest. Then there is housing. More and more Aussies are heading into retirement without owning their home. If that is you, the picture is very different. ASFA says a single renter needs over $50,000 a year just for a basic life. For a good life, you need more than $1.2 million in super. And that is before rent goes up over a 25-year retirement. Owning your home by retirement, once a key part of the Aussie dream, is slipping out of reach for a whole generation. So what does all this mean for you? It depends on your age right now. If you're in your 40s, time is on your side. Compound growth is the closest thing to magic in money. Even small extra payments into your super can add a six-figure boost by age 67. If you're in your 50s, things change. This is the age where most Aussies guess too low on what they need. You still have 10 to 15 years of strong income. Your kids are likely getting more independent. Your home loan may be close to done. This is the window to push hard. Max out your before-tax super payments. The cap goes up to $32,500 a year from the 1st of July 2026. If your super balance is under the limit, use the catch-up rules to add even more, and check your super fund's investment mix. Many people in their 50s are still in the default option, which may be too safe for the time they have left. That one setting can cost you tens of thousands over 10 years. If you're in your 60s and feel behind, take a breath. You are not stuck. You have more options than you think. Working part-time for an extra 3 to 5 years can make a big change to how long your money lasts. You can also sell the family home and use the downsizer rules to add up to $300,000 per person into super, starting at age 55. And check if you qualify for the age pension. It has both an income test and an assets test. There is a bigger shift to make here. Stop chasing one magic number. The question is not, do you have $1 million? The real questions are simple. What kind of life do you want in retirement? What does that life cost today? How long do you need that income to last? And what mix of super, savings, the age pension, and maybe part-time work will pay for it? When you switch from chasing a number to building an income, things get clearer and much less scary. The retirees doing well in Australia in 2026 are not the ones who hit some round number. They are the ones who built more than one income stream, a solid super balance, maybe an investment property or some shares outside super, a small side gig or part-time job, and a clear plan for the age pension. That mix often pays for a better retirement than a flat $1 million sitting in one account. Prices will keep going up, rules will keep changing, but none of that has to ruin your retirement as long as you stop chasing yesterday's number and start building today's plan. So here is a clear step for this week. Pull up your latest super statement. Use the Ask for Retirement Standard or the Money Smart Retirement Calculator to see where you really stand. Then ask yourself one honest question. Is your current plan built for the 1990s or for what retirement in Australia really looks like today? The answer to that question matters more than any dollar figure. It decides whether your retirement is good, basic, or stressful. If this video helped you see your retirement more clearly, do me a favor and hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you there.